here's everything you need to know about the SMA performance report on edgeful.com. So here we're looking at YM. We're looking at the daily time frame, which is super important. We're looking at the last 6 months. Obviously, right over here, we have the daily set. So I'm going to switch to trading view and kind of go over what this is measuring. So here, I've plotted out the last 6 months. So you can see right over here, November 23, 2024 is my start time, which is this blue line. Now here, I'm using the SMA, not the EMA, and I'm looking at the 50 length. So it's super important. If you're looking at the 9 or the 21, it is not going to match. So the SMA length, which you can also customize, by the way, right over here, but it is the 50, the one that I have right now. So what this report measures is the bars and the performance of the crosses. So you can see, let's just look at this. This is the simple one to look at. The max bars after a cross down. So what this looks for is the first candle to close below, which is right over here. First candle to close below the SMA, which is this one. And then it's going to look for when does it cross back up, which is over here. And then you can see that right over here, we're looking at 54 bars right over here. So we go back, you can see the 54 bars here. So that is the max cross down. It's very important that if price hasn't crossed back up yet, so it needs to do this, right? It needs to do that. If it hasn't done that yet, it's not going to consider this a complete, like you're not going to be able to see this. So let's say that price is way down here and it never crossed back up. This move is not going to be considered yet because it's not done. So it'll only be added into here after it's done. So that's super important. Now the performance is the same thing. So the way that the performance works is you go to your measuring tool here. It's going to go from the close of the first candle that crosses down to the low made before the cross back up. So the way to kind of think about this is you go, okay, where did it cross down? I'm going to start here. Where did it cross back up? Right over here. Okay, now I want to find the low made between these 2 points, which is right over here, roughly 15.5%, 15.5%. So the same thing goes for the crosses up. You start, it's your start time, which is the cross down. You look for the end, and then now you take the high between those areas, between the start and the end. It's very simple. If you want to change to a 200, let's just say 200 EMA, you can do that. Or sorry, SMA, that's super important, is not the EMA. And then you just have to go over here and change this to be the 200 as well. So you just have to make sure you match it. And right now I'm on the daily time frame on TradingView, and you have to be on the daily time frame because the SMA is going to pull from the daily time frame. Just make sure that everything matches here. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions on this, obviously reach out to our support. We're always here to help. I appreciate you. Have a good one.